I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft, and today's question comes to us from Sarah, who wants to know my thoughts on authorial intent and whether we are able to understand a work by understanding the artist, or whether there is a strict line bifurcating art from artist. Now, I understand that we exist now in a post-structuralist, post-modern era, and as such it is taken for granted that the author is dead, but I would like to offer up a slight argument to that phrase and state that sometimes the author is reanimated. It is true that we can never truly understand just precisely what an author was intending when they set down to create a story. Indeed, with any artist, their mindset is their own. But that's not to say that our knowledge of an artist cannot inform our knowledge of their creation. If I were to come across unattributed copies of The Cask of Amontillado or The Raven, I'm certain I would be able to appreciate them, recognize the inherent genius within them, and walk away having felt that I had read something rather delightful. But knowing about Poe, knowing about his life, about his other works, does inform me. It allows me to approach these works with a new appreciation, and these works, in turn, inform my appreciation of Poe himself, and the whole thing becomes something of an Ouroboros, and like with any giant mythological reptile, it should never be avoided. Now, I believe part of what happens is we have a discomfort with the conflation of art and artist, because artists are very often human and come with any number of flaws, and there is a real fear that an appreciation of a work of art created by a flawed human will somehow be making an apology or an acceptance of those flaws. Say you discover that your favorite author has a penchant for, I don't know, eating babies. Just because you enjoy reading their work, enjoy discussing their stories, doesn't mean that you approve of all the baby eating. I mean, if it turns out that every single one of the books on your shelves is written by someone who eats babies, that might reflect somewhat poorly on you, and you'd want to get that looked into. But for the most part, we should be able to appreciate these works on their own, but also to appreciate the artist behind them. And as that discomfort ravages our brain, we should embrace that as well. Life is too comfortable, especially for those of you who haven't died yet. As always, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft. Thank you.